Hello, my name is V, and once again, I am at a different location. I know that this hotel room setup is really sad, but, we do have this little guy. I don't know why I brought him. This is my son, Haram Bendy, or just Endy for short, as named by my Discord server, link is in the description. Anyway, this is another episode of Keeping Up with the Dream SMP, not a ripoff of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, yada yada yada, you know the deal. Yeah, let's begin. So, there have been a lot of unexpected lore streams this week. So let's start off with Fundy, okay? So he wakes up in his old tower before it got destroyed. He sleeps in his bed, but when he wakes up, the tower is surrounded by an endless desert. Now, walking across the path in the desert, he sees the drug van, as well as the name tags of Wilbur Soot and himself. Now, he's not able to enter the van, but he does see a building nearby, and he goes inside to see a chest containing an unsigned book. It tells him that all of what he's experiencing is not real, and it urges him to wake up. And so, he wakes up in the bed again. He's still in the desert and the drug van is still there, but Wilbur isn't there anymore. He goes back into the building to read the journal, expecting the text to be the same, but it's actually different. It seems to know that he has been there before. And once again, it repeats the same message that all of this is not real. And he wakes up in his bed again. At this point, he's starting to become a little bit delirious about his situation. Now, eventually he returns to the building enough that a signed book appears. Upon reading it, he finds out the truth that he has been looking for this entire time. Fundy suffers from insomnia in his dreams. Now, if that sounded kind of confusing, it is. All you need to know is that the things that happen in these dreams are kind of like premonitions of the future. Now, this sounds kind of like a cool thing. All the dreams that happen come to life. That's pretty exciting. Except for when he realizes that the nightmares that he has also come true. And so in this strange pseudo-real desert world, it has become nighttime. A dark figure charges at Fundy, and he runs up to the top of his tower to fall asleep in a black bed. The screen goes dark. You can hear the sound of coins, and you see an ominous smiley face. Now, this isn't the dream smiley face. This looks a lot more like the Quackity smiley face, so I feel like there might be some connection between the Fundy and Quackity lore that's been going on. I really enjoyed this Inception-type VOD, so if you want to watch it in its entirety, you definitely should. Next, we have George. Yes, this was the man who was asleep for a lot of the lore segments that have happened in the past. He's generally pretty inactive on the server, so this was kind of a surprise for me. It was actually a really cool stream. So George wakes up on the server with nothing. The ghost of Mexican Dream appears and excitedly reminisces with him about Mexican L'Manberg. So they go and check it out together, except it's not there. Now, we as the viewers know that Quackity was the one that destroyed Mexican L'Manberg in its entirety, but they don't know this. Bad Boy Halo is also there and tries to pin the crime on George, before realizing that it was actually someone that looked a lot like Quackity but was wearing different clothes. Now, as Bad starts coercing George to go visit the egg, Dream XD logs on. Dream XD, for those of you who don't know, is Dream's alt creative account. So to restore the balance, Dream XD kills Bad to let George take his things. The only thing is, George doesn't pick them up in time, which leaves him begging for full netherite armor. Now, Dream XD is kind of a strange character. His voice shifts at random moments, making him sound demonic and evil before it becomes normal again. Now, Dream XD claims to be a part of Dream, but he also does claim his own identity. All of this kind of scares George away, but Dream XD is really intent on being friends with him. So George gives him a chance, and they go around pranking people on the server. Except things go horribly wrong each time. Dream XD accidentally sends Nikki to literal hell and back, threatens Bad with animal abuse, and much more. George is intensely disturbed once again and says that their friendship just isn't going to work out. And so Dream XD pleads with him, saying that he is trying and that George is helping him become better. And so as a final compromise, he gives George what he wants: full netherite armor and tools, in return for eternal friendship. I'm sure this won't cause any problems later. They also do take a photo together. And then there's some weird stuff about Quackity roleplaying as a cow, and then George kind of blacks out. Yeah, it's kind of hard to understand at the moment, but I'm sure that future streams will make things more clear. There's also some stuff on Tubbo's stream, but I think it might be related to the Enderwalk ARG, which I actually cover in a separate series, so I will be saving it for that. But the gist of it is that weird ghost-like messages keep appearing on Tubbo's stream, and he doesn't seem to notice. And finally, we have Tommy's stream. Tommy and Rambo go and check out Dream's bunker. He initially wanted to go with Tubbo, but decided that he was kind of acting a little bit weird. Now, this bunker is where Dream hid the discs before the final disc confrontation, as well as things and animals and pets and everything that people were attached to so that he could have leverage over them. It's basically like his secret lair. In the bunker, they discover Henry, Tommy's pet cow, and Friend, Ghost Spur's blue sheep. The problem is, we saw both of them die on screen. Tommy and Rambo come to a horrifying realization. These two animals were lab rats for the Revive book. This is how Dream realized that the book worked in the first place. And so they tried to bring both of the animals to safety, but Friend is the only one that makes it. Rip Henry for the second time. And so that is pretty much it for this week. I am very exhausted, but I'll put out this video as soon as possible because I do the most for you guys. So I would really, really appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this type of content. And with that, have a great day. Haram Bendy wishes you a great day as well. Bye.